Top story, a Senate committee voted along party lines to not address Healthy Idaho. This is a plan that aims to give health care coverage to the 78,000 uninsured in the Gem State.
An interfaith group made their way to the Statehouse today to advocate for the bill, and they're disappointed with the outcome today, to say the least.
Welcome to Dennis Valera begins tonight's Legislative Watch. Now, Dennis, this group sent a letter to the lawmakers and Governor Otter, and they seem quite upset.
They sure are, Jane and Carol. Nearly 100 religious leaders signed this letter urging the capital to stop neglecting the needs of its poor and marginalized communities. Now, a local reverend and one of the people who signed this letter says legislators are avoiding the real issues.
They're essentially avoiding a great many issues that are of primary importance for human beings in Idaho, even though they're fiddling around with other things that seem to be superfluous.
Senate Democrats and faith leaders both made a case to revive the Medicaid expansion bills today. Members of the Interfaith Alliance talked about how many in their congregations fall in the Medicaid gap. Reverend Cameron of Idaho Falls says she feels the legislators aren't really representing the people of Idaho, and that's because of all the effort to block any kind of progress for Medicaid expansion.
Our legislators like to have people in Idaho believe that they're caring, responsible representatives of the good people of Idaho, but the choices that they're making seem to me to speak a different language. Instead, it sounds like a language of self-interest.
Reverend Cameron went on to say she hopes it's not true and that the legislature does start to listen. If not, it's time to start thinking about who's representing you in the State House. Live in the Pocatello newsroom, I'm Dennis Valera.
All right, thank you, Dennis. The same committee that voted against bringing Healthy Idaho to the Senate held a hearing for the bill earlier this session. The testimony for it was overwhelmingly in favor, but no action was taken after that hearing.